What's up, live crew? It's your boy JAYLIVE coming at you again. So, I hope everybody had a happy new year, um, and all that. So today, I actually got something special for you guys. Something cool that's happened with the Tesla, the Model X Plaid that I have, is that they actually have a Steam beta. And so, from what I can gather, it's on par with the Steam Deck, which is pretty cool, which has been a big success right now with Steam, having a portable system. But I believe it's on par with that far as able to run, games. So, but don't quote me on that, but that's what I'm thinking. So let's get into it. Oh, and also, if you haven't, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helped me out and my channel. So thank you. So first thing I want to do is go into the arcade, and it just popped up the Steam beta because it's the beta. And then I'm gonna launch Steam, and that's probably gonna take a few seconds to boot up. And actually, I have a extra PS5 controller that I Bluetooth to the actual Tesla. So I'm gonna be using this to play the games. So it's very exciting to have something like this. Even though they had games in the arcade and stuff like that, um, but to actually have Steam running when you at a charge station, it's just a whole game changer to show you how great the Tesla is. Things it could do. So I guess I'm gonna try the Elden Rings and see how it performs. So I'm gonna click on Elden Rings, and I already had everything pre-downloaded, so we're not sitting and waiting to download and stuff like that to cut it and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play and push play Elden Rings. It's probably gonna take a few seconds to load up as well. And man, this is so crazy to be actually, thinking about actually playing big titles in a Tesla. It's just crazy, man. When I first seen the beta, I was like, what? I got goosebumps. It's crazy. It's exciting to be in this time right now where you could actually do this type of stuff in a car. I don't know. I believe that the 2022 models and up, the S and the Y, I'm sorry, the S and the X models actually have the beta. I actually don't know about the Model 3 or the Model Y, but I know that 2022, the newer 2022s, which I got mine last year, will actually play. I can't actually say if it's the Model Y or Model 3, but I'm just going off of my experience, which I actually have the Model X Plaid. So, and it's a 2022 model. So let's get into it. See how Elden Ring runs. I'll probably let me actually just start a new game. Cause I already had preloaded loaded characters that I already had. So let me actually start with a new character. Who am I going to pick? You know what? Let me pick the wretch. No armor or anything like that. Go ahead, put my name in. Obviously, JAYLIVE, of course. So, and go ahead and submit that. And I should have some preloaded templates that I thought I did. Maybe I'm not in the right screen. Let's see. Oh yeah, I actually have load favorites or pre characters I had made. Actually, I got quite a few of them. So let's actually use this uh, loaded favorite. So let me. Oh, I actually messed my name up. see. Oh, I probably should have did that. Caps. Make it easier. So actually, I have a gaming laptop which I actually play Steam on, and I actually use a Xbox controller. So let's see how I fare playing Elden Rings with a actually PS5 controller. And I actually haven't played this game in a while. I got a pretty high level character. I actually never beat the game. So let's see how it fares. And you know what? I'm not gonna actually. You guys have to watch this opening. So I'm gonna just get right into it. Run around with a club, bashing. Wow, it's actually performing well. It's running pretty well. Oh, what's the Y button? Man, I can't even. Oh, there we go. It is triangle. Okay, let's go. Got to get used to that because on a PS5 controller, you got the square, the triangle, the circle, and the X. And I'm thinking about, they actually have the Xbox layouts on the screen when you go to select stuff. I'm wondering, could you actually change that? So let's see how I fare against this first creature that I usually always get killed by. So. But it looks great, man, on the screen. See if I get murdered. All right, roll. All right, let's see. Whoa. See, 2 hits and I'm dead. Like, how am I supposed to get past that? Wow. Obviously, I'm not that great at Elden Ring, so yeah, that sucks though. 2 hits and I'm dead. Yeah, it's really performing well. I haven't had any hesitation or anything like that. Um, I should actually go and see what the settings are actually on. Maybe I won't because it's running fine the way it is now. Because I know that Elden Rings runs great on the Steam Deck. That they say that's one of the top games to actually play. So I'm actually skip past this credit. Get into that. All right. Okay. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Oh, actually went off too far. All right. Okay, that's it right there. Okay, sites of sacrifice. Go ahead and save it. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button. All right. Let's go bash a couple people heads in. All right, let's see. Obviously, always the earlier enemies are always super weak and pretty much 1 or 2 hit them. Let me see. Roll. Yep. Boy, you can't stop this mighty club. All right. So A would be X. Okay. Let's try to remember that. That knight gonna try to shoot me with a crossbow. I want to say that did Elden Rings actually win Game of the Year, beating out um, God of War. I know it was close to something like that. Cause I always been I've been a fan of From Software. Actually, the creators of Elden Rings. I played pretty much all the Demon Soul games. I actually have what's the is another one they actually have on PlayStation. I can't think of it right now. I'm drawing a blank. But I've been a fan of these type of games. I mean, when I was coming up, pretty much all the games back then was kind of hard. You know, back then they didn't actually like on Nintendo and stuff like that. They didn't have easy mode or anything like that. It was just one standard mode. So I think this game is kind of like for like hardcore um, people, you know, because these games are usually pretty hard. But you know, you could work your way around them. You know, just learn how to play them and stuff like that. Even though the bosses, they a lot of times I'll call somebody in, a couple people to come in and help me because some of these bosses are like insane. They like do all these crazy animations and you trying to dodge out of the way, like catch you in a corner or something like that. Some of these bosses are usually in these type of games, Demon Soul games. They're like insane. So I'm very right now. I'm very impressed the way Elden Rings is actually running. So let me actually switch over to another game. See what I got else. I got preloaded. Let me actually back out. But I'm happy the way it's running. So let me run to the actual. Go back to Steam. Back out of the game. Go to Steam. All right. Let's see. Actually, I know. Let me back out. Let's see. God of War. I think I have that, and Streets of Rage. You know, actually, let me actually. I know that it shouldn't have any problem running Streets of Rage 4, which is another. This is a favorite franchise of mine. I've been a huge Streets of Rage fan since the '90s. Um, so this shouldn't take no time to load up and get going. Man, I actually would have never dreamed of um, anything like this. You know, um, this stuff like this makes it worthwhile. You know, owning a Tesla. You know, when you see stuff like that, because despite Chevrolet and all them Chevy, Ford, and Chrysler, Dodge, they're getting into the EVs and stuff like that. As you can see, Tesla is still way ahead of the game. 10 plus years, they ahead. Even longer. Yeah. So the American car, well, this is technically an American car company, but like Chevrolet and them, they got a lot of catching up to do. So let me actually get into some Streets of Rage. I always kind of like Max. He was always my like favorite character in Streets of Rage 2. Let's see how bad I do. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's just another thing that just makes me happy owning a car like this, or an SUV, a truck like this, to be able to just play games like this. And I know Streets of Rage, they have it on the phones and stuff like that. This is not a very taxing game to run. Just watching it on this gorgeous screen is awesome. Just growing up in the '90s, and everything, even the '80s, and it's like well into 2000, and to be, as a child, I would have never imagined being able to do anything like this. You watched a lot of sci-fi movies and the 80s and the 90s and even the 2000s are like what the future is going to look like, but never showing anything of this caliber, is crazy to see something like that, something like this. So, but I know eventually that Chevrolet, Ford, and Chrysler will eventually catch up and they'll have stuff like this. But I'm telling you, like, electric car is nothing out right now that's beating Tesla. Tesla is the leader, and not biting, because I have one. It's just proven facts. They've been doing it the longest, so of course they're going to have the better technology and stuff like that. Yeah, this is like the new hotness. So I probably expect me to do more gaming videos in a Tesla. This is just awesome. And I know back in the day, there was other ways to do it. Like if you had like a conversion van or something like that. They had TVs in them with the AV hookup, and you might have had your Sega Genesis or Sony PlayStation One in a car. So this is not the first thing like this, but um, able to play video games, and that was other ways to do it. But I think this is way cooler. Definitely. All right, sorry about that, guys. Little technical difficulties. Um, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Um, what was I saying? The camera cut out, so I was trying to get it back going. So yeah, just cool feature. Another cool thing. I'm excited to see what else Tesla will roll out in the future. But right now, this is probably the coolest thing in this car, other than the Falcon Wing doors and obviously the autopilot. So I can't wait till that actually comes out of the beta and goes full bore and actually able to uh, drive the car, be actually able to drive without you actually holding the steering wheel. And who knows, maybe one day you can put it in autopilot and be gaming going down the road. That that'd be something that'd be really cool for the future. All right, let me pause it. Nope, let me not shut that down. Let me go back to home. So that was cool. Seeing how the Elden Ring ran great, and of course Streets of Rage. That's not a very taxing game. Of course it's gonna run great. So I got uh, some other games I'm probably gonna try in the future. I got actually quite a few Steam games. So um, yeah, I will get it going. So yeah, I'm assuming just by looking at it, some games have like Village. It'll say um, something like playable, Steam Deck playable. So like what I was saying before, this actually is on. I'm believing that's on par with a Steam Deck because it's kind of set up like it. Because I was actually in the process of getting. Sorry about that, you guys. The camera's always overheating. So I guess I'm going to just take this time to go ahead and do my outro. As always, I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you leave in the comments section if you have something that you think you might want to see me play on the Tesla. So you know what JAYLIVE about to do. Oh yeah, and you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, I appreciate it if you do. So you know what JAYLIVE about to do. Hit them streets. JAYLIVE out.